My time with BTT was a great time. I had the opportunity to train with the best fighters, one of the best fighters of those times. Pride was a great show, maybe still the great show ever that happened. We were used to fight with 85, 90,000 people. We developed BTT, me, my partners, Murilo, Luis Alberto Duarte, and also Liborio in the beginning. We developed the methodology to train our fighters and to train ourselves, and that was very successful. And together with Shoot Box, we were the biggest teams during the beginning of the years of 2000. The best memories I have from Pride times was really when we start. We start very small, and then when we look, we were already with a great team. We were very respectable. We built our reputation in the best show in the world from that time. So that's I think one of the best memories, to see our growth in such a small amount of time. The experience to work with the Blackzilians has been great for me. It's a great accomplishment in my career. I came the first time here to help Rashad in his fight against John Jones, and I really found a good synergy between myself and the team, with the manager Glenn Robinson. He's a great guy to work with, and I'm really proud with the opportunity, very proud to work with great athletes such as Anthony Johnson, Michael Johnson, Rashad Evans, Alistair Overeem, Santiago, Jay-Z, Matt Mitrione, and a bunch of other guys, and the new fighters that are coming, they're great athletes, and also Braulio's team is coming up. He's one of the greatest names in Jiu-Jitsu. So it's a great environment. I'm really proud of to have the opportunity to be here working with this team. I had the opportunity to pretty much see the growth of the sport, and then we went to Pride. Pride was a great accomplishment for the sport. The things became really big there. And then came the UFC in the second time of his life as an event, because at the second moment, at the beginning of the years of 2000, UFC became really big. And I think UFC represents the American way. Americans know how to do business. They know how to take things and make them big, make them really big, be a business. And MMA is getting bigger and bigger. I see a very bright future for the sport. We're just in the beginning. I think in 5 years more, we're gonna have the double of the things that we have now. So there are more teams coming up. I think new organizations are getting more mature, and UFC is getting better every day. So I think there is a great future for the sport. MMA growth is another opportunity for Jiu-Jitsu to grow as well. Not just Jiu-Jitsu, but the other martial arts such as Muay Thai, the wrestling, that is a sport, boxing. So I see Jiu-Jitsu. I'm a representative. I represent Jiu-Jitsu, and I see a great opportunity to develop Jiu-Jitsu technically wise. Jiu-Jitsu has developed a lot in Jiu-Jitsu with the gi, with no gi, but now with the MMA growing, we have the opportunity to develop new techniques, new ways to see Jiu-Jitsu, new environments to apply Jiu-Jitsu. So that means that we can evolve and get better and increase our level of skills. That's a great opportunity with MMA. Well, if I'm invited, I will do my best to represent myself, my name, and my team in the next event for sure. If I'm invited again to fight Abu Dhabi, I will take it no matter what. I don't think Jiu-Jitsu is the most important. I don't think there is the most important martial art. What there is the most important thing is to be ready. And of course, there are some people who understand more Jiu-Jitsu. There are some people who understand more Muay Thai or boxing or wrestling. So the most important thing is to adapt yourself to your strategy and that's the most important thing, to be prepared. I think doesn't exist the best martial art, the best sport to be applied in MMA. What there is the best athlete, the most prepared athlete, and to be most prepared, you have to understand what you are good at and what you are not good at, and create a strategy and be prepared for the day of the fight. That's I think what's the most important thing. MMA developed a lot as a sport, but Jiu-Jitsu developed, boxing developed, wrestling developed, Muay Thai, kickboxing, all the martial arts, all the sports they developed with MMA. But I think what developed most was the athletes itself, conditioning-wise. As the competition increased the level, athletes, because technique, everyone has access to technique. But what makes really the difference is the will. How much you want to be the champion, how much you want to train. I always say that you have to like to train more than to win. So if I've seen a lot of athletes, they're training very well, they're training the right way, they're training the right things, and they are increasing their endurance and their performance. That's, I think, is the difference. People are knowing how to train, people understand how to train, they understand the martial arts better, and they're increasing their stamina and their performance. So they're fighting longer with more strength. That's the difference that I see most right now. I think it will be a good fight. Anderson Silva is a man who always put a great show. Rashad is fast. He understands jiu-jitsu. I think it will be a good fight. Anybody that Rashad fights, anybody that Anderson Silva fights, I think it's going to be a good show to watch. A good show to watch. MMA rules today, I think they're pretty good. Of course, I represent jiu-jitsu, and my view of the rules, I cannot see the rules with my benefit. I have to see the rules as a benefit to the sport. UFC create a kind of rules that is working. It's a success. So we say in Brazil that the team that's winning, we don't change. So I think the rules are pretty good. Being a jiu-jitsu fighter, I don't like the elbows, but you have to play with the rules to work with it, to try to break the rules. You have to understand them. So I think the rules are pretty good. You have to, if you don't like elbows, you have to train against it, and you have to train to how to use it. And the referee is always a hard job. The referee is in the pressure. He's just one there in the octagon. He has to be focused full time, and if he does his job right, he did more. He just did his obligation. If he do something wrong, he's not a good referee. I think it's a very unfair position, and I think as overall, all the referees, especially in the UFC, they are doing a great job. Today we have the MMA environment has a great future. The sport is growing, and there are a lot of opportunities, there are a lot of shows, there are a lot of teams, a lot of sponsors. We have many opportunities to work with shows, to do shows, to train fighters, to be a fighter, do commercials, to get a sponsorship. So the lag is opening. There are many options I came from a time that we just trained because we love it. And we didn't have opportunities that we have today. So I think if you really like the sport, if you really think that that's the thing that you want to do, just embrace that, go for it, because there are a lot of opportunities today, and it's nothing better than to work with something that you like. And if you work with sport, you're working with your health, and it's that's you like. And you can make money. I think it's the best thing that you can find in life. Work with the thing that you like and make money out of it. That's an amazing opportunity. Yeah, those days, with the growth of the sport, with MMA as a sport, it makes me remember the old times. And back in the 80s when we were training at Carson Gracie's team, at Carson Gracie Academy in Copacabana, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Carson was a great great teacher. He was the one who pushed us to train without the gi in the very beginning, where the other gyms, they were used just to train with the gi. We were used to train without the gi, and sometimes we were used to put some boxing gloves and start punching each other around for no reason. There was no competitions at all. And also I think Carson Gracie was one of the most important persons, one of the most important people that helped to develop the sport. And he was the one who pushed us to train, thinking about MMA, thinking about Vale Tudo by that time. And I think everything that we have today is most of because of him. I mean, we in Brazil in his gym started doing the cross training. We started training jiu-jitsu, and then we started training MMA, boxing and Muay Thai, and then we started putting together all the sports together. So I think he was the one who really pushed where we are right now. Carson Gracie, that's the man.